What is up, everybody? We are back again with another episode of NBA 2K23 My Career Mode. We're about to face the Raptors. Let's go.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
Game time.
And if anything, it
Can we
should
win a
make for an
tip?
entertaining
Can we win a tip?
basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are
I don't think
always
we've
fun.
ever won a tip
Now, here's
when you
Trent.
started point guard.
Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma
man.
City.
And
Rogers against Van Vliet. And the first shot of the night for him,
this
no
player
good.
thought he could. Bro, you're too small.
Smith with a screen on Van Vliet. Rogers passes to Smith.
And one.
Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Great timing. That can be the
Get the hustle stats for Toronto.
way they've been going after steals. It has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And another
Let's
thing,
go.
guys, they've been
Let's
very
move this
active
up.
tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Turner's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Rogers. It's good. It's his second basket.
Can't guard
He's
me.
shooting 2 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Well,
The drive by MP. And MP throws
Bye
it
bye.
down.
and once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says it means a lot to me
Can't
that this
guard
city...
me.
Thank you so much.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels
Fast
in
breaks. Let's
rising
go.
up and denying those shots. Offensively, defense, he is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Bye
The shot's good
bye.
from Rogers. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And that's special. Turner knowing ahead of time when to get up for the alley-oop.
Nuggets.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
And one. Can't be stopped, man.
Boy, looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Miles Turner. Jackson comes in for Jalen Smith. And Chris Duarte is subbed in for Heel.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Anunoby, good.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
MP outside. Puts up a 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Bye-bye.
Rogers has got 19 points. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key. Jackson, a screen on Anunoby. MP dishes to Jackson. And the shot goes in.
Team
Another bucket
takeover.
down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Flynn the pass to Porter. Boucher with a screen on Jackson. And a wide open look for Porter. No good with the triple. Indiana's gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Pass to Halliburton. MP outside. From deep three-point range. That ball nice feed that time from Halliburton.
From Narnia.
Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. 44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain. Here's Anunoby. True on the 14-footer. Anunoby's got 7 now in this quarter.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Oh, no.
Rodgers can't make the basket.
My bad.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Flynn misses. And so it's the Indian, guys. He has been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
They've got Smith.
As friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
Turner with a screen for MP. With the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Rodgers has got
mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
the 3 from MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Here is Rodgers. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Smith with a screen on Van Vliet. And it's Smith that time on the assist by MP. Rodgers has got 6 assists here tonight. The win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans are
building if needed.
Hey, man, I don't got a lot of time, just so you know.
Okay, so I'll get right to it. How much would you say you contributed to this win?
A lot. You know, I got going, and when I get going, it gives my team a spark. You know, they feed off of my energy.
Okay, so they play better when you play better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever receive their help.
What? Man, of course they help me. This is a team game, man. But all I'm saying is, as a leader of this team, the guys look at me to set the tone. So if they see me succeeding and looking confident, then they know they can do it too.
Okay, great. That answers my question. Thanks, MP.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, MP. So what was your favorite part of tonight's win?
You know, it's the feeling of oneness one receives when participating in a collaborative act. You know, we all come from the same source, but we can all lose sight of that in the day-to-day. Because when you're anticipating your teammates' every move and everyone's dialed into that same frequency, that oneness becomes impossible to miss. It's a beautiful thing, John.
It's very zen of you. Namaste. Thanks, MP.
Okay, tell me, which NBA cities are on your travel list? San Antonio. I want to see the river water.
We did that.
I want to see the architecture. Oh, those two. I like that.
Let's go.
National Zoo on the
Where's this gonna lead us, guys? Who knows?
Surprise, surprise, our old friend MP is back in the news again. This time, well, because of a report from our friend Nate White of the Daily Horn that states, people familiar with high-ranking voices in the front office are hearing that they're disappointed with the lack of leadership MP has shown thus far in his career. Something that was supposed to be his calling card coming out of college. So what do you guys think? Has MP been a bad leader at the NBA level?
Guess who's been saying this since day one? Me, yours truly. Anyone who has a bad athlete claims they're a great leader. It's the oldest trick in the book. And I'm not one bit surprised that his so-called leadership abilities disappeared soon as he stepped up his level of competition. It's hard to lead when you can't stay on the floor.
Perk, have you even watched him play this year?
I've seen enough.
Okay, what's his true shooting percentage?
I have to look it up.
How many paint touches does he have a game? How many pull-up threes has he taken? What's his off-ball defense been like?
JJ, do you really want me to answer those questions? Or are you having a meltdown?
A little bit of both.
Do I need to call a doctor?
No, you don't need to call the doctor. My point is, I don't know how anyone who's watched MP play this year could question his leadership abilities. Not only has he earned a right to start, he's playing winning basketball. He's been great in the community. He's done everything this organization has asked of him, and then some. That's not leadership to you?
Great in the community, winning basketball leadership? I'm sorry, but skateboarding with a bunch of children isn't what I call getting involved in the community. And it sure in the heck isn't leadership. What he's doing on the what is he doing on the skateboard anyway?
Hey, he's not bad.
Is he gonna break his neck?
Listen, I just think it's ridiculous to question a rookie's leadership a few months into his career.
He's a young player.
Yeah, and I was actually talking about this with Joakim Noah on my podcast.
Joakim Noah.
And he said that nobody MP's age should be asked to be their team's leader. It takes time to earn that role at this level. By that measure, MP's way ahead of the curve.
As someone, JJ, who won a championship,
oh, here we go.
I could tell you what you're saying right now is a bunch of nonsense.
What do championships have to do with it? Patrick Ewing doesn't have a championship. Steve Nash doesn't have a championship. Do you know more about basketball than them because you got the 6th most minutes on the 2008 Celtics?
Wow.
Shots fired.
Whoa. There's no need for the insults, JJ.
The more I think about it, the more your anti-MP stance makes zero sense to me. If anything, you should relate to him. You didn't have the greatest physical gifts either, but you were consistent, you worked harder than anybody, and you maximized your skill set. People wanted you on their team because you were a great teammate and you had a winning mentality. How is that different than MP?
Well, first of all, JJ, I appreciate the compliments. But if the Celtics passed on Shep Owens to draft me, I think they were crazy too. He's that dude. Carry on.
Damn, bro. They don't love me, bro. They don't love me.
I watched the segment, and this leadership stuff has got to be coming from Othello, right?
Yeah. Is there anyone else who would say something like that?
Not that I know of, no.
Well, my source confirmed it's coming from Othello.
Okay, so who is your source again? I mean, let me take a guess. Is it like Alan from accounting or something?
It is not Alan from accounting, and please stop asking because I'm not going to tell you.
You're going to slip up.
I'm so bored right now. Can we please talk about next steps? I have another meeting in 5.
Go ahead, please.
All right. As unfair as these leadership rumors are, we need to prove them false.
Yeah, we're in the position where the burden of proof falls on you. Now, it's not fair, but it is our reality.
Okay, so I got to do something in public.
Well, you got to do something that people can't question. Okay? If you want to win this fight on the court, you need to be able to point to something quantifiable that you did out there, something leadery.
Makes
Otherwise,
sense.
it's your word versus Nate's anonymous source.
All right, I got some ideas.
Really? Well, let's hear them.
Could be source first.
Not going to happen.
All right, then, so you have to wait to find out during my press conference.
Hey, you say you got this? I believe you.
I got this.
Say less.